Welcome to Improv for the Podcast. On this week's episode, we're joined by Kevin Crosson, who will tell us all about his improvisational journey. We'll play a couple games, and most importantly, learn how he improv'd his life. Let's hit it. Welcome to Improv for the Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Lee Evans, and tonight I'm joined by the incredibly talented Bruin, financial real estate tech employee, LinkedIn user, sketch comedian, improviser, Kevin Crosson.
I'm so glad you brought up my LinkedIn. That's what I like to spend most of my time talking about.
I could tell
we
you
should go straight there.
You put some work into that.
Totally.
That was a fleshed out profile.
At least 20 minutes in 2024.
I think you had some endorsements on there.
Oh yeah, I am sure my intern boss from college gave me a glowing review.
Those are the best ones. Your endorsements from a decade plus ago.
Yes. In fact, now I want to go back and look at my endorsements because I haven't thought about them in a long time.
I have some as well from college.
Yeah.
None more recent than that.
Well, because back in 2014, it was like, who's going to hire me
if I'm not endorsed.
If I don't have at least 3 endorsements on LinkedIn by people who are trustworthy sources.
Reputable, real people.
Real people. Yeah, not any AI bots.
No, not at all. Well, and that didn't exist back then. 2014.
Wow, that's true, huh?
That's true. Yeah, it was a pure time.
Take me back.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. What a good note to start this podcast on.
Yeah, just bleak.
Things are great, guys.
Bleak. Things are great.
Here we are in September of 2025.
Just a little too much AI. That's all I'll say.
Enjoying things.
I saw a headline today. It was like the job market is a struggle because people are using AI to make their to make their resumes, applications, all that, and then companies are using AI to filter all the applications. So it's just like an AI.
Your bot is applying to their bot.
Yeah, it's just
their bot is
just rejecting
filtering you out. Yeah.
It's like this AI application sucks. Yeah. It's like, wait, that's you. It's just 2 monkeys throwing poop at each other. That's
totally. Well, and there's the thing now about how AI, we in my company, we have started testing an AI answering service.
Oh no.
And so we often get AI spam calls. Oh. So we'll listen to the AI, we'll listen to the calls and just listen to the AIs battle each other for minutes because an AI isn't going to hang up on another AI.
No.
So it just goes on and on and on.
They're so persistent.
Yes, exactly.
I actually would listen to that as well.
It's funny for 20 seconds and then you kind of want to kill yourself.
Yeah. Because then you're like, I'm literally listening to nothing. Yeah. Oh, I luckily, let's just say I do work for the government. So there's no AI.
I'm sorry.
No, there's no AI.
Oh, well, that's a nice
because we're not there yet.
There you go. That's great.
Yeah. So don't worry.
Don't worry.
Well, actually worry.
Still here.
But not about AI. At least from the government. At least at the level I'm at, there's no AI.
And what level is that?
County.
Oh,
yeah.
Great.
So we're okay. At least
Los Angeles County is going to be fine.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, at least no AI.
Okay.
Yet.
Great.
Yet.
Yet.
Yeah. Yet. But besides AI, Kevin, how are you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on.
I binge listened 5 episodes last month when I found out about the podcast.
You're prepared.
So now I'm excited to be here. Yes.
Okay.
I've forgotten most of what I listened to a month ago, but
you don't need to know because that's not your story. This is about your story tonight.
I know. We're improvising.
That's also
be
true.
In the moment.
Everything you make up tonight should be made up.
Well, I'm a pathological liar, so that was coming anyway.
Okay, good. Can you tell me one of the 5 episodes that you listened to?
I listened to my good friend Drew Gannon's.
Heard of him?
Who was recently, as have we, haven't we all?
Yep.
Who else did I listen to? I listened to Grace's.
Grace, yes, Grace Nalzari.
I listened to...
That's an old one, yeah.
I listened to 1 or 2 others.
Okay.
So again, the pathological lying, I didn't listen to 5. I think I listened to 3.
I mean,
maybe 4.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good amount.
Well, I was cleaning my house, and it was just a great...
Yeah, that's a great way to do it.
to listen to, yeah.
Podcast, cleaning.
Had my hand in the toilet, and I was laughing. It was hilarious.
That's good. That's a good thing to do. Clean toilets, I mean.
Yes.
But I think podcasts are
big fan of toilet cleaning.
Yeah.
Maybe not fan, proponent. Clean your toilets.
Yeah, it's important. We all need it. I think podcasts are it's okay if you're not fully paying attention the whole time you listen to it, it's going to be all right.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing the podcast and I'm not paying attention. So
There you go.
there you go.
You're meant for this.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. All right, Kevin. So I'm looking at this sign up here. What's your relationship to this old place, IFTP? How'd you get here?
That's a great question that I need to think about. How far back do we want to go? January 1996, a hospital in the desert. No.
Right now, just a quick intro.
I moved back to LA after having lived somewhere else for a few years at the end of last year, and I had been wanting to try improv. And so, but what I was really kind of scared of from maybe not scared, but trying to avoid from stories I'd heard was I didn't want to do improv with a bunch of professional actors.
Scary.
No offense to you, but
none
I didn't want to feel like me coming and being bad or fucking up would then impact their ability, to get a commercial gig or something.
It's still on them at that point if they don't get it.
Fair. Yeah. But I'm a pleaser, so what can I say?
I understand.
Oh God, edit that out. I hate when
keep
people
it
say
in.
that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's staying.
We're cancel episode's over. So I went on Yelp. I looked at improv studios, and this one seemed the most likely to not be that. And that was true. It's just been such a great group of people and not a single professional actor besides you.
Kind of. I mean, I have like a normal day job.
Well, doesn't every actor?
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. But yeah, no, I guess you're right. I work a 9 to 5. I don't know if that matters. No, it doesn't. Everybody needs a job, right?
Everybody needs a job.
Everybody needs a job. I'm a pleaser. No.
Yeah.
Had to say it. Okay. So how long have you been a student here at IFTP then? So going back to end of last year. Okay.
9 months, I guess.
9 months. Okay.
Not even a year.
That's a pretty good run, but you're coming up on a year.
Coming up on a year.
So that's really awesome. Okay. We're going to dive into that a little bit. But before we do, we got to play a round of 3 things.
Fabulous.
All right. Now, seeing as you've listened to somewhere between 2 to 5 episodes of this show before.
Somewhere in there, yes.
You already know the format of 3 things.
Can you remind me?
Yep. So 3 categories,
Those are the things.
loosely related to you.
Okay.
And then you list 3 things from each of those categories.
3 things from each of those categories.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for example, I'll say like fruits.
Gotcha.
You'll list 3 fruits. We'll move on to the next one.
3 fruits.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
You got it?
Yes.
Easy. All right, here we go. These are 3 things. First category, types of shoes.
New Balance.
1.
Adidas.
2.
Birkenstocks.
3. Next category, items you'd find at Hometown Buffet.
Oh, I once cracked my head open at Hometown Buffet. Ambulance.
1.
Gauze. 2. Paramedics.
3. Last category, characters from Gilmore Girls.
Rory, Lorelai, Emily.
1, 2, 3. Ooh, great choices. All right, circle back to that first category. Why do you think I asked you about shoes?
That one you actually got me. I'm not a consummate shoe person, so.
I'm just messing with you. The first category is very general.
Okay. Well, there you go.
But I just figured, I bet Kevin wears shoes, and you do.
You would be correct.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not a barefoot truther.
That's good. That's good. I have some concerns about those people, especially living in a city. It's just.
Me too.
It's not clean.
Not good for public health.
No, bad. Just a gateway to disease.
Yep.
That's what I'd call it. Do you have like an all-time favorite pair of shoes?
It might be the ones I'm wearing right now. I bought these like 6 months ago, and I wear them every day to everything. They are so comfortable.
New Balance 574s, is that correct?
Something like that. I don't know.
Oh, 996. So sorry.
They're yet another thing in my life where I'm like, fuck, I'm becoming my parents. Because when I grew up, my dad wore gray New Balances all the time to everything. And I was like, what kind of prick just wears like gray New Balances and nothing else? And now it's all I wear.
I think, though, there was like a phase, like probably like 6 or 7 years ago, though, New Balance kind of came back around. It became trendy.
They did. I think they did. And I think, unfortunately, I like figured that out. I figured out that I also liked New Balances right as that trend kind of crested and went away.
Yikes.
But I've never been good at fashion trends, so I just sort of wear whatever I like.
But here's what matters. Do you like them?
I love them.
Are they comfortable?
Yes.
Okay, then you're good. That's
Thank
all
you.
that matters.
Thank you for validating my choices.
That's all that matters. Yeah, I have some New Balances. I have a couple pairs. I like them a lot.
So comfortable.
Yeah, I shoe around. I'm not loyal around one brand.
That's good. Keep your options open. Play the field.
Exactly. My toes like to dabble.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Second category. You kind of already answered it, but why'd I ask you about Hometown Buffet?
So when I was, I think 2 years old. Well, actually, let me set the stage with this. I have always been an eater my entire life. There are a few things that get me more excited than food. Goes all the way back to day one. So
nice.
where I grew up, there was a Hometown Buffet.
Beautiful.
Which, if anyone hasn't been, what are you waiting for?
Go.
You can eat just like the richest mac and cheese while you look at pictures of Norman Rockwell families on the wall. It's in green leather booths. The ambiance is immaculate. Yeah. But so there was a Hometown Buffet, and I loved Hometown Buffet. And in this in the giant like retail center parking lot, there was also a Costco. So I think one night we had shopped at Costco, and my parents were like, "Okay, Kevin, like now we're gonna go to Hometown Buffet." Nice. And I was just like, "Holy shit, this is the best day ever!" Like, what did I do to deserve this? And so I took off running towards the Hometown Buffet, and there was a very shallow down ramp, and 2-year-old me hit that down ramp and just ate it. Oh. Face planted, but not even face planted, like forehead planted. Cracked my head open, stopped breathing, the whole 9 yards. So they called the ambulance. I went to the hospital, etc. But still, just core memory,
Yeah. You're still passionate about Hometown Buffet, it seems like.
I am. I would love to go back. I don't think I've been since probably 2004. But if I could turn back time.
Turn back time.
I don't know if they're even still around. I hope they are.
I was wondering that, because I also have not been, maybe since around 2004, more or less. Now I'm wondering.
This was pre-Golden Corral. So
okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Golden Corral might have eaten their lunch.
That's true, because I think a similar business model, but different vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
But I don't like Golden Corral. I did like Hometown Buffet, though.
I've only been to a Golden Corral once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. I was not impressed.
It was like somewhere in Virginia. It wasn't. Yeah.
Same.
Interesting.
Wait a second.
Oh my God. Were we at the same Golden Corral in like 2009?
I was there in 2008. Bummer. Were you on a East Coast trip? Much.
Yes.
Oh,
Washington, D.C. school trip.
Yep. Okay. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. We literally probably went to the same Golden Corral, like outside the Washington Monument or something.
I'm a year older than you, so I think that's why.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. 2016 class.
Okay. You're actually, so you were probably born, 94?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You're 2 years older than me.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, way to make me feel bad.
Yeah. I mean, you're pretty archaic, so I just wanted to put that stake.
We were talking about dinosaurs earlier, and I actually knew them.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, yikes.
When you said, will I be a fossil fuel one day? I was kind of like, oh, are you not already?
Yeah. Well, got me there. Okay, so you did the DC trip a year after I did.
Yeah, probably.
Darn. There you go. But yeah, maybe that same Golden Corral somewhere in Virginia.
It's on the story. That Golden Corral must make so much goddamn money.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time a bus full of kids pulls up.
Bus full of teenagers who just are going to eat their hearts out. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they do. But I remember, I was whelmed.
Totally whelmed.
I haven't gone back. And now they're here. They're on the West Coast.
There are.
I don't think they were before.
Yeah, I know there's one in my hometown now.
Okay.
So.
Interesting.
Great buffet market. Yeah.
We got to fight them off.
I don't think they're coming to West LA.
That's true.
I don't think we have to worry.
Yeah, I think LA is safe. I was a soup plantation guy. I loved.
Oh my God.
That was my favorite.
Soup plantation.
Yes.
What a beautiful place.
It was the best.
That was a heartbreaking closure.
It was. COVID. We lost so much.
Oh, I thought it was gone long before COVID.
No, COVID killed it. I used to live by one. I live on the east side of town, but there was one over there. I would go.
Wait, where do you live?
I live in East LA.
Okay.
Or like Boyle Heights.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I used to live.
So you're a gentrifier.
It's complicated. I don't own anything. And I moved into someone who already lived there, AKA my wife. It's complicated. I don't know.
Okay.
But I will say I did work in the community.
Fair.
Yeah. Teacher and IT in the community.
Okay.
So
well, I was hoping to just easily take you down a notch, and you've complicated it now, so we should probably move on.
It's a complicated issue.
Yeah, isn't it?
But I would say I both am and am not. Yeah.
Do Dual identity.
Yeah. I think the problem is everything is too expensive.
Amen, brother.
Yeah. That's what I would say. But yeah, gentrification. That's a tough one. We haven't really addressed that on the show.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Put all your topics aside for the night. We're going deep on gentrification.
Yeah, I think people should just be able to afford to live near where they work. And it's not that easy.
That's so controversial, though.
Yeah. But it's reality. I mean, LA's a city where most people don't, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's a problem. And that's my thoughts on that. Okay, that's so Gilmore Girls. Why'd I ask you about that?
Why did you ask me about that?
You put it in your podcast guest information sheet.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love Gilmore Girls. I've seen that show quite a few. I bet I've seen that show all the way through 5 times.
I'm a self-proclaimed Gilmore guy. That's what I call myself.
That's fun.
I had not seen the show. My wife said it was a must, like a requirement of being married, and I was like, okay. And we watched it, and I was like, this show rocks. I wish I'd seen it 15 years ago. I'm a little behind. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I mean, Lorelai, Rory, Emily. This is a big 3 right there.
I know.
I could have thrown in a Lane Kim. I do love Lane Kim.
Oh, Lane Kim. I love Mrs. Kim. Mrs. Kim is really a spirit animal for me.
Yeah. Mrs. Kim is great. Good business model. No commute. See? Very good.
No commute.
Smart setup.
Not a gentrifier of Stars Hollow.
No.
Yeah.
That's true. But what about
someone recently asked me if I prefer Dean or Jess, and I was just like, is there a choice? But there is a choice because we disagreed on it. So.
Logan. Yeah. Also some issues there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Dean, they kind of killed his character. They were like, they just really made a sharp turn with him.
Like by the end with the comeback. Oh,
yeah, the whole affair thing, and like, you know, he's kind of like verbally abusive and like.
Oh yeah, totally unlikable.
Yeah,
by the end.
Yeah, they were just like, how do we make people not like Dean? Let's just ruin him. Character suicide, you know.
Yeah, 100. Well, I think they like wanted people to be Team Jess, so they were like, okay, we gotta knock Dean down.
Yeah, that's a good point. Though I do like every time I see, oh my gosh, I just forgot his name, Jess. The actor. Wow.
Milo Ventimiglia.
Yeah, Milo Ventimiglia. I've seen him in This Is Us. He did a great job. I was watching Creed 2 yesterday. He shows up in Creed 2. Okay. That was great. Great cameo.
Okay. He's still around then.
Yeah. So I'm a big Milo fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I've never seen This Is Us. I don't. Okay. Is it worth my time?
It's not better than Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
But,
well, that's a high bar. I don't know if I'd ever watch TV if that was the bar.
That's true. I liked it, and I'm a hater at the same time. Not hater, but I like to make fun of it. But it is good, and there's some good like lessons about life, and I think like parenthood. Not that I'm a parent, but an aspiring parent, and you know, learning about like love and family relationships. So there's a lot of good stuff in there. Just sometimes it's corny. Because it's like NBC television.
Gotcha.
And there's a whole COVID season. It's just like they're wearing masks and everything. And I was just like, I really don't want to see this.
No. Yeah.
It's like I had to live through this.
Absolutely not.
But they just like actually go through the pandemic on the show. So they'll be like, oh, I better put my mask on. And like, again, it's like we had to experience it. And like you go to watch stuff for escapism.
Yes. I'm a big escapist person.
So I think it was like, I'm not ready. Like it hasn't been long enough to go revisit that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I rely on TV for escapism.
Yeah,
so really,
that's kind of the point, right?
Yeah. Like I was watching The Righteous Gemstones recently, and then the 4th season, suddenly you're just deep in the Civil War. And I'm like, what? I don't want to watch this shit. Like, I need to like sit here and like bliss out and forget about my job. And I'm watching like this guy's leg get blown off with a musket. Like, I don't want to see this.
Wow. Now I'm curious about the 4th season.
I'm not all the way through it.
Okay.
I won't spoil it. I shouldn't spoil
it. You teased enough.
Yeah. Civil War. Woo.
I mean, I still got to watch season 1, 2, and 3. I've only seen the first 2 episodes. So,
if the first, it doesn't change. So if the first 2 episodes didn't hook you, you're not going to find anything new.
Well, I want to get to Walton Goggins, but yes.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Yeah. Great forehead.
Great forehead.
Great forehead. He's really number 1 in foreheads, I'd say.
Great forehead, great hair.
Yep.
All around great guy.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So Gilmore Girls. Okay, so we talked about that. And yeah, just good taste. Good taste. It's a good show. It's fall. It's coming up on fall, so it basically means it's Gilmore Girls season again.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? It's a very fall show.
Yeah, absolutely. Stars Hollow definitely makes me sad sometimes that like that's not a real place.
Totally.
Yeah.
I would love to live in Stars Hollow.
Yeah. You can do like a tour of it at the Universal or the Warner Brothers lot. They set it up during Christmas. You can go to Luke's. Yeah. It's just a facade. Yeah.
I realize I'm like conveying things with my expressions and we're on a podcast, so that doesn't...
Oh, it's a video podcast.
Doesn't communicate it, but I guess my feeling about that is meh. Like,
yeah. Yeah, it's fake, right? Maybe it breaks the magic because then you see the set and you're like, wait, this isn't real.
I'm going to be at Luke's, but then in the back of my mind, I'm going to be like, no, I'm in fucking Burbank.
And it's like 85 degrees.
Yeah,
exactly. It's December in LA.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. That's a good point.
This is the Valley.
Yeah.
The Valley ruins everything.
I'm probably going to try and
keep
go.
those things separate.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good for you. I hope it's good for you, and I hope it doesn't break the fourth wall for you.
It might, but I'll still enjoy it.
Yeah.
Maybe get a nice mug or something.
There you go.
Yeah. It's just a way to spend money.
There you go. That's true.
Exactly. Isn't that why we're here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
So, Kevin, I want to take us back to the reason we're really here. It's not Gilmore Girls. It's not Hometown Buffet, unfortunately. It's not East Coast trips in pre-2010. The reason we're here, improv. So I want you to take us back to the first time in your life you heard about improv. Not started, not participated in, but heard about.
Sure.
Improv.
Yeah. I was in college and I had a friend who was a really just out of pocket kind of guy. And at some point we were in a club together. And so a bunch of people in the club, we were all friends, and we were like, okay, what are we going to do this weekend? And it was like, okay, well, Matt's having an improv show. And I was like, I don't know what that is. But so we went to the improv show for the improv troupe at where I went to school.
Yeah.
And it was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen. Like, I really was like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, parts of it were funny, parts of it were scary, parts of it were boring. Not scary in like a boo kind of way, but scary in a like, Jesus, human nature is freaky kind of way.
Yeah. Fair.
And then, parts of it fell really flat. I mean, I think it was a pretty classic first introduction to improv, right?
Yeah.
Like
college improv too.
Yeah. I don't know if you watch Hacks, but
I haven't. I need to.
There's there's basically like an episode that roasts improv in that show, and that was the college show that I saw for sure.
I gotta watch it now. So it was an interesting first experience.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it didn't make a huge impression. It was just sort of like, okay, yeah, my weird friend does this weird thing, and okay, let's leave and go get drunk, and then that was that.
College.
Yeah. So that was the first experience.
Okay. Yeah. So interesting, memorable, but it didn't forever ruin your impression. Yeah.
No, not really. Because I mean, I love this. We're not close anymore, but I mean, great guy, really funny. Like, yeah. But it seemed very, I don't know, eccentric maybe. Like very, very niche and eccentric was kind of what I think I walked away feeling like improv was. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I want to go back a little bit pre-college. Did you do any sort of performing growing up? Like music, theater, nothing?
No, didn't play any instruments, which I think was a true disappointment to my mom. She had me in violin for like 4 years and then guitar for 4 years, and I never wanted to play any of it. I think, I really did know. I didn't do theater. I didn't do any of it. I was always kind of the class clown. So one could say my daily life was a bit of a performance.
You were always improvising.
I was always improvising.
World's a stage, Kevin.
Yeah, I did do at my school every year. We had, our mascot was the Knights, and we had a Mr. Knight competition. So it was like a male pageant once a year. When I was in high school every year, I emceed that, which was kind of my...
I mean, that takes a skill.
Yeah, that was I think the closest I ever got to like performing per se.
Taste.
I guess I did mock trial. You could you could sort of argue that's
it's like academic performance.
It's like academic performance. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like theater if you take yourself too seriously, kind of.
Yes. Your Honor. Did you ever say that?
Yes, I did. I would get into arguments with the judges. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think I'd love to do I need to do more court scene improv, but I need to watch more courtroom media to really get it down.
Why? Just make it whatever you want it to be.
That's true. Maybe it's more fun that I don't know a lot.
Yeah. Oh, you can follow the Overheard Instagram accounts like Overheard LA, Overheard.
Yes.
There's an Overheard courtroom. Follow that.
Okay.
That will, I think,
You'll learn a lot.
That will give you any inspiration you need for,
Okay, good to know.
Courtroom improv.
That could teach me something.
Yeah.
All right. So light on the performance, but hosting experience and a little bit of academic stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe it was always in the genes. You're just
maybe. Yeah. I mean, I think that now that I do improv and I love it and I love the people who do improv, I'm like, oh, I probably should have been a theater kid, but it
just never happened.
Yeah. And it never was even really on I don't think it ever once even crossed my mind that would be something to do. Yeah.
Missed opportunity, Kevin.
I know.
No,
Think of everything I could be if I had been a theater kid.
It's like Chalamet, you.
I don't know what that is, but sure.
Timothy Chalamet?
Oh,
the wiry guy?
Yeah, I
Dune?
know people. Yeah. I have not seen Dune. Ooh. I've read it.
We're going to have to end the episode here. No, it's okay. I haven't read it, but I like the movies. So I'm kind of a loser.
I would like to see the movies, because the book was cool.
You should, yeah. The second one, really, really awesome. First movie is better after you watch the second one.
Oh, interesting.
If that makes sense. But you've read the book, so you know a lot more about the lore and kind of the world.
Yeah.
So I think that helps.
Probably.
I did not and did a little research. Once I understood it better, I was like, okay, this is a lot cooler. Yeah. Okay. So again, you could have been greater than Chalamet.
I could have, but here we are.
Maybe you already are greater than Chalamet.
That's something to think on.
You're here.
He's not.
He's not, and hasn't been, and won't be.
True.
I can guarantee you that Timothy Chalamet will never be a guest on this show.
Hear that, Chalamet?
Hear it? Probably didn't. Got him. Chalamet, go away.
Great. I can leave feeling superior.
Perfect. All right. Call it a wrap. No. All right. So a little bit of dabbling in emceeing, mock trial. College, you see an eccentric improv show with a friend, and you're a good friend to go see that show because it is definitely a risk every time you go see an improv show.
Which I didn't know at the time, which is probably part of why I went.
Yeah.
I didn't know the risk that I was taking.
A risk to your health, to your well-being.
Yeah, mental health, physical health, all the risks.
Yeah. But that's what's kind of fun about it too. Every time's a gamble, which I enjoy.
Totally.
You never know what you're going to get. So you saw that show. And now you're doing improv. How did that happen?
Something changed.
How did you get here? Yeah.
Well, I needed to make friends.
Okay.
So, no, I think, I don't know, sometime in the past 5 years, improv landed on my radar as something that could be like a fun hobby. Because I was like, I want to laugh. I do more. Yeah. I feel like my favorite parts of life are just the ones that are all about stupid humor. And, in high school and college, it's you constantly get to be around your friends and you constantly get to be doing that. Yeah. And then you become a real adult and it's oh, well, fuck, I have to spend 70% of my time providing shareholder value and shit. So I just don't get to do that as much anymore. And I think I also, to some degree, it was process of elimination of I love that T.S. Eliot line that's the end of all our exploration will be to arrive where we began and to know the place for the first time. And I feel that has kind of been how I felt at improv of I'm oh yeah, I should have been doing this all along, but I tried out all, I was a surfer for a while and I was different personas that never quite.
You find what fits.
Right. Quite fit. And I'm oh no, I was always just this stupid degenerate and I spent 10 years trying out other things when I could have just been doing this. So, but here we are.
Yeah. Now you're here. I mean, that's a big leap though to try all those different things. So if you don't mind, what were some of those phases you had
oh my gosh,
you kind of settled on this?
Surfer dude, skydiver.
Wow.
There was a while where I thought I'd be a travel bum or whatever.
Okay. Europe.
Yeah.
Backpack.
Yeah,
hostels.
martial arts.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Just think of like the I don't know. Think of like the top 5 like 20 something male personas. I feel like I tried most of them.
Crypto.
That one never really got me.
Thank God. NFTs? No.
No, never really got me. I remember listening to a podcast once, like at the peak of like the crypto bubble in 2021, and this like 50-year-old woman who was trying to learn about crypto was like, and she's like a CEO of an international company or whatever, and she's like, yeah, I've been on the Discord servers, and they're just mind-numbingly chaotic. Yeah. And I was like, bam, you just summed this whole thing up in like 2 words, just mind-numbingly chaotic, and that's still how I feel about crypto.
Yeah. Discord server. Ooh.
Yeah.
What a place.
What a place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny though.
So yeah, thankfully I missed the crypto thing for the most part.
It's good you were spared.
Yeah.
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 So you settled on improv. So you said
for now, we'll see. But no, this feels much. This is the first thing I've done as an adult, hobby wise or like extracurricular wise, where I'm just like, oh yeah, this fits. Like this feels so natural.
Yeah.
Not to say it's not challenging, because it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there are some weeks where I leave and I'm just like, it definitely feels like it's like a skill set that I'm having to cultivate and grow, and all the feelings that come with that. But just in terms of like the thing and the community, it feels very normal and natural.
So you started, you said about 9 months ago. You found us on Yelp. You're looking for a place, no professional actors. What were kind of some of your first impressions from maybe that first month or those first couple classes? And whose class were you in?
I started with, and still am in Ava's Monday night.
Okay.
And I think, one of the first impressions was like, holy shit, these people are really good. Because Ava's Monday night is not really a beginner class.
Okay. Yeah.
And when I signed up, I was like, emailing Matt before I had ever met Matt. And I was like, hey, I'm not really I was like, hey, I'm a beginner. Like, should I do a different one? And he was like, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And I was fine, but it was like, the first time it was just like, oh my gosh, these are people who are so just at ease and funny, and they like know what they're doing up there. And wow. So that was a real, and what was interesting for me, I think, was I settled in very quickly initially. Like I did my first, I think like that first class, I did like the first scene up or something.
Wow.
With Craig and Sid. And I was just I think I was pretty relaxed, and I just like, it was a really good scene, and people were like, I got really good feedback on it. So it was like, I was like, oh, I'm good. Like I'm a natural. Yeah. Like I'm so fucking funny. Like, and it was interesting because then the next 2 months there was like a valley, 2 or 3 months even, there was sort of like a valley of despair where the first 2 or 3 weeks felt really easy. Yeah. And then it felt like it got really hard for a while. Yeah. And for 2 or 3 months, every week, I was still coming, but I felt like I was dragging myself here because I was like, I want to do this, and I want to be around these people, but wow, I feel like I'm so bad at it, and it just feels like, and then we got through the valley of despair, and for a while, it comes in cycles. Like I feel like there was a month. I feel like most of the August classes for me also, I was kind of like, oh, I feel, this doesn't feel like it's clicking. Like I feel like I'm, the feeling as an improv, right? Where it's like sometimes it flows and it's just like, yes, this is working. I'm in the zone. Like my partner and I have such easy chemistry and we're on the same page, and and then sometimes it's like, nope. And it doesn't, well, sometimes it's like you feel, sometimes it comes through in the scene, right? Where you're just like, oh, we're off the rails, right? And then sometimes it's like the scene can still go okay, but I think that it's even still, it's like, oh, it didn't feel easy,
You sit down and you're like, well, we got through it.
We got through it, right? Yeah. And people laughed, and great, but like,
it was a little challenging.
Like white knuckling.
Yeah. Every line is a struggle to get out. Yeah. I think there's a thing that happens for like the trajectory, right? You talked about this valley where I think like you come in, especially when you're new to improv, like it's almost easier because you know nothing. And then you start learning, you get dumber.
Right.
And then you
overthink it a little bit. Yeah. It's like suddenly it's like, oh, there are concepts.
Yeah. You're like, wait.
Trying to like,
am I doing this?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of people find themselves, which is like you have to stick with it through that because that means you're learning and you're growing. I mean, that's true with anything, right? Like you're going to suck for a while, but you have to be okay with that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think my being, I don't know, near 30 now, I've tried really the past couple of years to take the approach with things of like, you got to give it 3 months minimum. Mm-hmm. And really it's like a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like so many things, learning something new or becoming part of a new community or all these things, like, you know, it sucks because it's like, oh, you want it to work and you want it to work fast, but to really get the benefits, it's like, I think for me, it's like, I've tried to give everything at least 3 months. Cause I'm like, okay, I think after 3 months, I'll have like gotten through, if there's a truly grueling start, I'll get through and be able to like more be like, okay, do I want to stop doing this because it's hard, or do I want to stop doing this because I just don't want to do it? But even still, like, I think a year, like, I think you have to, you got to really be in something a year before you really start to feel like, oh yeah, this is like, I'm really in this and getting the benefits of it.
Yeah. If you put in the time, then you can really make an informed decision.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. And I think that's with anything, right? You got to give it a fair shot before you turn it down.
Totally.
Yeah. So I got to respect you for doing that because you're still here, right? It's been 9 months.
I'm still here. Yeah.
This is really great. So what was that moment for you? You said you were in that valley and then you kind of started coming out of it. Was there any like defining moment you feel like that kind of got things turned around, or was it just over time?
No.
You just kept
it
showing up?
It just sort of started. I think it really, maybe even call it like the first month felt like it just kind of worked.
Yeah.
But I also think part of it was like almost being like stunned into like not being able to think too much about it. Right.
Yeah.
Like I was still so just like, holy shit, that it's like, I can't even wrap my head around like, oh, well, like, here's how you build a scene, and here's like how you, and here's how you like make a scene, unravel or not unravel. Although I've had plenty of scenes unravel.
Oh yeah.
Definitely have a talent for that.
Yeah.
Just like you can't even consider that because it's just like, so in a way it sort of forces you to be more in the moment, which is like what's really good in improv.
Absolutely.
So I think I got through that. And then I think there were probably 2 or 3 months. So it easily might not have been until I was 4 or 5 months into improv where I kind of felt like, okay, I'm out of this phase where this feels really hard and like almost like trying to shove like a square peg into a round hole. And then I don't know. I don't think there was really a defining moment. I think some things that like, I think what helped was in a way trying to worry less about being funny.
Yeah.
And also just trying to, and this is something I'm working on in my life in general, but not worry about controlling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like let go of the control, which is really hard. But in a scene, it really can kind of start to blossom I feel like when you start to do that. So
makes the scene better.
I don't know. As much as I would love to put like concepts around it, I feel like it's just time, right?
Yeah.
Like it's time and
it's just reps.
Yeah.
It's muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I struggle with the control thing. Big time. I'm a big like, I have a premise, but like you can't bring a fully loaded premise into an improv scene.
You just can't.
Yeah.
You really can't.
Like the example of, hey guys, I'm the sheriff in town and I just shot your dad.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't you scared? Like, and it's like, that's okay. Why just go write a sketch at that point?
Yeah. I remember it was probably a month or 2 ago now. I did a scene with Caroline Hoover, and I think it wasn't clap-ins like at the end of class, but it was some sort of clap-in-esque.
Okay.
I think it was like we had to do clap-ins around a theme. And I think our theme was like forests or something.
Okay.
So I like clap Caroline in, we both sit down, and I open it with like something like, okay, I've been really looking forward to this guidance counseling session because like I want to major in forestry or something like that. And then, that was, I think, during sort of as I've been trying to be more aware of recently of, trying not to do that. Cause I think it's like when you at first it was like, the more I learned about improv, the more I'm like, oh yeah, you have to like diligently set the scene, right? You need to be clear with your scene partner about what's going on, who you guys are, like
the who, what, where, right?
Right. But there's a balance to not just be like you said, like
spilling it all in one line.
Yeah. exactly. Like, it's Thanksgiving dinner. We're all sitting down and cutting the turkey. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's balance. I don't know exactly where it is yet.
Yeah, because I think it feels so unnatural when it's just like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's supposed to be collaborative, right?
Right.
If one person comes in hot, gives all the information right off the bat, then it's like, wait, this is just your scene and I'm in it.
Right.
Yeah.
And in that scene I was talking about, like, I think I sort of had like a little bit of an internal oh shit moment, because Caroline's reaction to my opener was, oh, okay. Like, you know.
Yeah, she was like, I need to yes and all of that.
Yeah. Just kind of like if you've ever like gotten on a meeting at work or something and just absolutely blasted the person with too much information. That was the reaction of just like, oh, okay.
Well, let's start with Oh, I've definitely done that on a meeting. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. It's a good way to put it. And I think it's just something I did an exercise recently. I had an opportunity. We had like a couple coaching sessions with Jonathan Mangum, if you know him. If you don't, that's okay too.
I don't.
But we played this game where, what did he call it? It was like improv tennis, basically, where like every line you have in a scene, you can only offer one thing. Yeah. Which is really challenging. Maybe Ava probably made you do it in class.
Like in 3 or 4 weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the timeline lines up.
Or actually, no, I did a makeup in Matt's class.
Okay.
And we did that.
Okay.
And it was great.
Yes.
But it was hard.
It was really hard. Yeah. Matt, well, okay, we were all in the same coaching session. So there you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Matt, Ava, it was like we were all there.
Okay.
But it's, I found that exercise super valuable because I'm still someone to this day, like I still, I'm sitting there, we're doing clap-ins or whatever. And I'm like, I got the whole plot, or not even the plot, but just like, enough, what I feel like is enough to cast the scene, right?
Yeah.
Give us all that. And that exercise really slows you down. And I think it's a lot more fun.
It was one of the funnest scenes I've had in recent memory. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like to be surprised too. If I just give you one thing, you have one thing back, it might not go where I want it to, but it's far more interesting.
Totally. I mean, it was such a weird, I was in a makeup class, so I don't even remember the name of the person I did it with, but it was just such a blast. I mean, we ended up being, Australian astronauts.
Excellent.
Who ended up shitting our pants in our space shuttle. So
sorry.
It was, just was, it was such a stupid premise. And you can't, I don't think I could have come up with that ahead of time, right?
No,
like it had to happen just with the one by one discovery of that.
Yep.
Of that
just going
scene.
back and forth. That's awesome.
Yeah.
See, that's a great scene right there. I'd pay to see that.
It was great. It got a really good response.
I believe it. Yeah. And you just built it piece by piece, brick by brick, right? All right. So I want to ask you something because in my mind, this is a little crazy. So you'd been doing improv maybe 5 months, 6 months.
When we started doing sketch.
And when we started doing sketch. What, like why? I mean, thank you for taking sketch, but also why?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I always wonder, I'm like, what? Why did you take this class?
I wonder too, Michael.
Yeah, because it's like I said, it's a lot of work.
That was what really got me.
Yeah.
That was what I was not anticipating.
Yeah, I wasn't joking when I said that.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting because I think the why.
Yeah.
I am really like intimidated by the idea of doing shows. But being the type A person that I am, I was like, oh, well, sketch, I can write the thing and memorize the thing and know, the variables just sort of get removed, which is true.
Yeah.
Flip side of that is just like, it's a shitload of work to do all of that.
Props, costumes.
Right.
Yeah.
By the end, I was like, fuck, I should have just done an improv show and like rolled in an hour before, done some zip zaps off and like gotten up there.
Yeah. You warm up. Here's what we're doing tonight. And then you do the show. It's done. You never think about it. Yeah.
So it was that. And also,
it's theater.
I love everyone who's in Monday nights with Ava and, a few of those people who are fantastic, Drew, Jen, Anna, and I think one more person who I'm forgetting from our Monday night, but they all were doing it. And I was kind of like, honestly, well, I'm trying to like really make friends with these people. So like, I'm going to do this thing because it's more time with them.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the other piece of the motivator. But yeah, I really did not think about how much work it would be. I also went, because life is funny like this, I went from like kind of this, I had been back in LA maybe 4 or 5 months at that point. Yeah. And of course, right when sketch started, was when everything else about my social life also went from like 0 to 100, where it was like, you know, I went from kind of like, you know, okay, I'm back and I have some friends here and like, you know, I'm doing one or two things a week, but like there's not a lot going on, to like, we got friends, we got a girlfriend, work is busy, like all these things that just hit right when sketch, you know, So it was like I think the very first sketch class, the Thursday night, the next morning I left for like a 3-day overnight music festival in Las Vegas. Like that kind of like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into sort of thing.
Every day, something.
Yes, exactly.
Well done. I have to say,
thank you.
You got through it. You did an excellent job.
Yeah, it was a lot. I won't be doing the October one.
That's okay. I understand.
I want to do it again. I'm just now cognizant of like, okay, I need to do it at a time when
you understand the workload.
I understand the workload. Which for if anyone's listening and considering it, it is so worthwhile, but like don't do it if you are crazy busy.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It takes time outside of class. There's homework. There's homework.
There's homework. There is prop building. There is script memorizing.
You might lose sleep.
Yes.
Over it.
Yes.
I will say though, on prop building, you only have to make what you write.
Which I wish I had thought about that ahead of time.
I mean, it was awesome. I loved your prop that you created for your sketch.
Yeah, but of course I decided to like write in a Jack in the Box that pops on its own, like without thinking about how do we actually make that work. So
I mean, you have to think about like Daryl, right? He wrote that Jeopardy sketch. He had to make all those slides.
Totally.
Like I got him started on a template, and then I was like, got it from here, and then he made like 80 slides or whatever it was.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so much time, so much work.
Yeah.
And it paid off. I mean, that Gay Jeopardy sketch was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, a lot of work goes into it for sure.
Yeah, but it's like you see the effort come through, even with your prop, right? You were able to have a perfectly timed Jack in the Box pop to end your sketch, which is like,
it was
it's
great.
worth it just for that quick moment.
Totally.
Yeah. So I want to ask, had you ever written anything like that before, like a sketch? No. Really? Okay, that's impressive. It really is.
I mean, I basically ripped off a Frasier scene.
Okay.
So.
Well, Frasier's a great show.
It is.
Great theme song. All-time theme song, really.
If anyone's watching this, you should Google Frasier clown scene. And I think it's one of the best pieces of television ever written. Yeah.
I got to rewatch that one. It's been a minute. And baby, I hear the blues are calling. Chop salad and scrambled eggs.
They're calling again. Yeah.
Okay. But the premise, I mean, just to break it down, for those of you who don't know, who missed out. So it was a scene of a therapy group, right? And their main, I guess, trauma or phobia was Jack in the Boxes.
Yes.
The toy.
Musical Jack in the Boxes.
Musical Jack in the Boxes. And their doctor comes in, and his name is Dr. Poppins.
Yes.
And it goes crazy from there.
Yes.
And it was just so much fun. You know, you wrote in such great physicality for each characters. You know, it didn't have to be this overly complex thing. It's just like, these guys are scared of Jack in the Boxes.
It kind of ended up being
that's true, but
a complex beast. But the core premise was simple.
Core premise, and then it became complex because we all got it, and then you just layer onto it.
Yeah,
and that's what it's about, and that's just what makes a really solid, funny sketch.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
Yeah,
and so I think you did a great job for your first sketch.
Oh, thank you.
Like, well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah.
And thank you for taking that class. I just have to say.
Oh, it was a blast.
It was fun to have you in it, and you understand the process. You had to perform.
Yeah.
Was that your first time performing with IFTP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. So how was that for you, kind of leading up to everything? So you wrote a sketch, you went through this whole process, and then you're getting on stage.
You know, I am lucky in that I've always been kind of like at ease with like public speaking. Really, if I can prepare ahead of time.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Like you can put me in front of a crowd of, I literally gave a speech in front of like 1,000 people in high school once. Like, you know, it didn't, I get a little nervous, but like if I have like been able to prep and like have it in my head, fine. Yeah. That's what scares me about the improv performing is because you just have to be so in the moment, right? And you got to like, and so that to me is the difference. So honestly, by the time that we got to the sketch, I think I was so exhausted from the whole process, which in a way was good because it sort of was like, it didn't give me a lot of mental energy. This was also literally that week was you know, when bombs were slinging across the Middle East. So it was like my head was kind of elsewhere, and
a lot going on.
And then it was just like, okay, lock in, do the sketch, and it took because I had memorized them. It felt fairly. I mean, it was nerve-wracking, but it was not too scary.
Yeah,
I did not have nerves. I had a lot of nerves about the process, but like getting up there and saying the lines and doing the acting was not one of the things that I had a lot of nerves about. Yeah.
Maybe the in-between.
Yeah. It was like having enough time to memorize it beforehand, like the props, costumes, making sure that the people in my scene felt like they had everything they needed. You know, those kinds of things.
Yeah, because you're supporting them too. It's not just like you're supporting other scenes. You're like leading your own scene. Like it's a lot.
Yeah, and like selfishly in my own scene, it's like I want them to do well because that's the only way the scene is going to
be like, I wrote this. Please don't suck. Like,
right, exactly.
Because I think it's funny.
Yeah, and like, you know, I wrote some pretty big characters. So especially Drew, like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dr. Pop.
Thank God, like he really stepped up to the plate. Like but that's a lot. That's like a huge lift.
Yeah, I mean, you were like, here, you take this. You better run with it.
Yeah. I blame it on him though, because when we did those, when we did this improv ideas the first night, he did that. He improv'd that part so well that it was like this. I can't do anything else now. Like this is you. This is the this is the scene. So
it's funny. It often works out that way. I find that when we do the improv, people are just kind of naturally drawn to it. And, you know, sometimes it does change, but other times it just stays the same from the improv. It's really fun.
Mine basically. Yeah. I felt very lucky because we did that improv thing and I was like, oh, I got it. Yeah. I literally just need to put this down on paper, flesh it out a little bit. That's it. Like that was a big relief in the process, I think.
Yeah. It made the writing easy.
Yeah. I think it would have been. I think I would have been stressing a lot more if I had left the first class not feeling so solid in the idea and like in the concept.
Yeah, that can be tough. It's like that leap between class 1 and 2 and then solidifying. It's like sometimes you really have something, it's easy, but other times it's a little iffy. Maybe you're stuck between 2 or even 3 different things. And it's like, sometimes you just got to pick.
You got to pick, right? Like that. I feel like in a way that's probably one of the hardest parts of the process. Yeah. If you don't have that like aha moment in the first class, because then it's like, okay, you have a week. Yeah. You have to pick.
Yeah. And you have to come up with something. Right. You got to write it and other people have to read it and look over it and criticize it. Like it's a very vulnerable thing those first few weeks.
Totally.
Yeah. And then we get into the acting and everything else. Yeah. Right. But it's a special time. And I think one thing about it, right, it's very short. And that's both a good thing and a bad thing, right? Because if it's stressful, well, it's going to be over in a month.
Right.
But also, it's only a month. So,
yeah, I mean, it was.
Lean in.
I really was so. During that month, I was so banking on, like, okay. Yeah. This is going to be over. And then a few days later, my girlfriend was going to go to India. And then it was like, okay. Yeah. Basically, like, you know, June 19th, like, I'm gonna chill for like 10 days straight. Yeah. And then on June 20th, my car got stolen. So the universe was just like, no, you're not gonna chill, bro.
Your chill time is over.
Yeah, you had one night. But yeah, it was to your point, like it's it's good and bad. Yeah. I think 6 or 8 weeks would have been a little bit more humane, but
I understand. Believe me, I understand. We have tried to do that in the past. It's just hard to get. I think IFTP is very much a month-to-month model. Yeah. And so when you're introducing something that is not in that mold, people are not as willing to do it. We tried a couple of years ago. We did that. I think it was 6 week. No.
Interesting.
We only got maybe like 3 signups.
Oh, wow.
But as soon as we make it a month, every time we've done a month, it's always.
I guess, you can only ask so much of people.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. It's like, you know, it's a lot to commit to. Like 6 weeks out, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Yeah. But I know what I'm doing for the next month. Yeah. Safely. Yeah. You know, for the most part. So it's just what it is. And is it crazy? Am I losing my hair? Yes. But I was before I started doing the class too. Yeah. So it's just one of those things. But yeah. It's an experience, and you accomplished it.
It's a great experience. Yeah, it was such a great, like, I don't know, just such a great thing to carry forward. Yeah, yeah, and it's an accomplishment. Like you really you finish it, and you're like, wow, I wrote an original piece. I got to perform it in front of an audience. You know, you'll always have that. You know, if you never write a sketch again, totally fine. Totally. But you did it for that one time, and that's a pretty cool thing. Yeah. And it gave me an appreciation for sketch. I mean, I've always loved SNL, loved, like Key and Peele. So,
and they do that in a week.
Oh my
really
God.
less than a week.
It definitely gave me. I recently was listening to. Do you listen to Smartless at all?
I did for a while, not as much now, but
they recently did an episode with Amy Poehler.
Oh, okay.
So of course it's like, you have like the greatest of sketch all in one podcast, and they were talking about SNL, and it was kind of the first time I had thought much about like SNL since doing the sketch class, and it was sort of like a new aha moment of like, holy shit, like they were doing that every week, once a week. For years. Like that's crazy. Like the stamina.
Yeah.
Like I've always been like, man, those people do a lot of coke. Now I'm like, I get it. I would have to do mountains of coke.
Think about the 80s SNL.
Oh my God. Yeah. Chris Farley, just like 12 rocks a week or whatever. Yeah.
They were killing that guy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I mean, every week it's new stuff.
Right.
You know,
no break.
Yeah. They do 3 episodes a month, I think typically, and they do 1 week off. Cause I'm like the burnout. I mean,
totally.
You get really 1 day off, but you performed like all Saturday night. Then you party afterwards. Yeah. Then you go to bed. You wake up, it's Sunday. You're like all messed up.
Yeah.
So you're just chilling on Sunday, and then you're right back to it going into Monday.
Oh, totally. It's crazy.
Yeah. So
I truly don't know.
Yeah.
If I could do it.
I don't know. I don't know that I could.
Yeah.
There was a time in my life where I think that was something I wanted, but I don't know. Like,
I do feel like the time in life for that is probably
it has passed. Yeah, maybe if I were like 25, but no, not anymore.
Yeah,
sleep.
Yeah,
good sleep schedule.
Yeah,
I like doing this class. It's only once a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a little more balance. It's stressful, but it's not SNL stressful.
It's not SNL stressful.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so thinking back to now, 9 months into improv, back to your beginning. How would you say you've grown as an improviser since you started?
That makes the assumption that I have grown.
I mean, maybe you haven't.
No, I've definitely grown as an improviser. Trying to like articulate it though. Yeah. It certainly feels different.
Yeah.
Like it feels much more, I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the first to say this. Like, I feel like improv has like, most of what I feel like is developing in my improv is also things that I feel like I'm just like developing as like life skills.
It goes hand in hand
along the way. And improv is more of like a place where I notice those. Like, I think I've really been trying really hard to be aware of when like, generally when I'm trying to control things, but also like, you know, when I'm trying to like, when I'm worried about like what other people think of me, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, what, you know, I've been trying to use kind of this mantra with myself of just like, what am I trying to control that I have absolutely no control over? So often it's like, you know, what so-and-so is thinking of me, right?
Yeah.
So improv has been it's a great place to like, you know, practice that of like, okay, I have this room full of 15 people who are about to go watch me make an ass of myself, maybe a funny ass of myself or maybe a not funny ass of myself.
It might not be.
But either way, gonna be an ass. And like, you know, okay, I'm just gonna try not to worry about controlling what they think about me,
just
right?
Let it go.
And those are usually scenes that do better and that feel better. And I've also started to notice there are, I think for one of the really challenging things for the first few months of improv, and I would notice, I would like be very aware of this after scenes and after classes, but sort of like, okay, I feel like I was like along for the ride for that scene, if that makes sense. Like I was not bringing much of my own perspective or direction to a scene.
Yeah.
Not that you want to like, and that occasionally I have like swung to the other side too hard of like, you know, I am so excited for this guidance counseling session because I am like, you know, there's too much like kind of forcing your perspective. Right. But like, I think there would be scenes where I would just be like, man, I kept putting it in I kept saying it in my head as like I puppy dogged. Like I just sort of went in and was like, okay, I'm going to do like whatever you're going to do. Like I'm going to go whatever direction you're going to go in. And I'm just going to kind of try to like sort of mirror like, you know, this person.
Yeah.
And I've started to notice there are more and more frequent moments of sort of being able to be very like aware in the scene and have those kind of conscious moments of like, I'm going to do this. Like I'm going to shift it. And it's super instantaneous. It's not even that like like consciously thought out, but like I can kind of notice myself being like, okay, this is what's happening, and this is like where how I'm gonna react, where I'm gonna take it. And that feels great.
Yeah.
So that's been very nice.
Yeah, and I think that idea of like, puppy dogging, but then being able to slowly over time.
Wow. That's not hygienic. Come on, dude. We're doing a podcast here.
No, I don't think that's ever happened.
Oh my God.
I was going to cut this out.
I got you on a real down day, didn't I?
I know, you did. I sneezing, unprofesh.
Yeah.
Okay. So this idea of like you coming into a scene and puppy dogging, right? But slowly turning into this where you're offering up your own perspective. I think at the end of the day, that's what makes each of us a unique improviser, is that all of us are different people, and anyone put in a scene is going to give something different than the next person. That's what we want to get to eventually, right? Like you can be in a scene with this other person, and sometimes you go along with them, but it's also the other times when you offer up your reaction or your perspective that's totally unique to you. And that's the funny, because no one else has ever thought that.
Totally. And it just takes I don't know, for me at least, it certainly has taken like some getting kind of comfortable, but like, yeah, I was very proud of myself. Like last night in both scenes that I was in last night, it was all 2-person scenes last night. So like in the first one, it was like we couldn't speak for the first like 30 seconds or a minute or something. Basically, Ava would call out whenever we were allowed to speak, but we had to be silent for the beginning of the scene. And I was with Liz, who is a riot and is just so like I love watching her, and I love being in scenes with her because you really just never know what direction she's going to go. But like, it was the kind of opening where it's like, you're both doing your own thing and you're trying to kind of figure out like, okay, how can we like match and so, I'm like there smoking a cigarette and she's doing something with her hands. And so Ava says like, you can talk, right? And like in almost no one in that entire exercise ever blurted out something out immediately when she said you could talk, right? Like there was another 5, 10, 15 seconds of like
eased in.
Kind of like playing chicken with each other, right? Of like, who's gonna talk? Right. So, and also trying to, not trample your partner and stuff, right? So, we had Ava says like, okay, you can talk, and I'm smoking and Liz is doing the thing with her hands. And, in 5, 10 seconds, I'm like, those are some beautiful tortillas you are making. And I could tell, I could tell on the side of Liz's face, she had that instant of like, what the fuck? Like,
not even close.
Yeah, right. But no, turns out she was shuffling cards. I found out after. But, but of course, she just didn't miss a beat and picked it up. But it was like that. And then the second scene, I was with Drew, and it was actually our first time ever doing an improv scene together.
What?
We had done the sketch scene with the time travel, and that was it. And this was our first time doing an improv scene. But so we were in 2 chairs that were placed opposite sides of the room facing away from each other, and we weren't allowed to move. So we couldn't even see each other. Yeah. So, the scene opens, we have no guidance, no nothing. It's like, we just have our positions. And so, I went, we let a few seconds go by, and then it was like, I kind of called out. I was like, are you seeing anything on the starboard side or, something like that? Yeah. And I could go down a tangent about Drew because about our sketch, but I won't.
Yes.
Like and on my way home last night, I was like, wow, that was great. Like that was like 2 scenes both scenes tonight. I was able to kind of be like, ooh, we're in the zone where like somebody's got to do something, and I was able to just do it. And I think that was a nice, like that definitely is kind of the skill that we're sort of getting after here that I had been trying to cultivate. Cause I think part of that comes with confidence, right? And like that, first few months, it was like, I did not feel that confidence. So
and now you have it. You can go in.
Yeah.
I love that description of the moment too. It's like, we can speak, but we're playing chicken a little bit too.
Yeah.
Like
are you gonna, or am I gonna, cause
hey.
I know, exactly.
And
someone did do that. It ended up being a hilarious scene, but like, it's like that thing of like, you don't, there are so many scary things about that, right? It's like, you don't want to trample on your partner. You don't want to commit because committing's scary. And like,
what if you commit to the wrong thing?
Exactly. What if you're the one who chooses the idea that just doesn't take this scene anywhere?
And it's your fault. It stinks.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
I think that idea too. Sorry, just a great example you mentioned. I forgot Liz. You said, she thought she was shuffling cards, but again, that's a great example. One of those things like, hey, you offered up something physically, with your object work. I defined it, like, take whatever it is, right? Mm-hmm. The plan's gone. I'm no longer shuffling cards. I'm making tortillas now.
Right.
And that gives us a whole new scene there.
Yeah. And I mean, to be a good partner, you have to be willing to just go with that, right? Which is its own skill that.
Yeah. I mean, that's just yes-anding, right?
Yeah.
Saying, okay, now we know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Now I can take that and turn it into something else. Yes, and I've got the molcajete. I'm making salsa over here. Whatever that looks like.
Well, yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like you say, oh, well, that's just yes-anding. It's like, that's the hardest fucking part of this whole thing.
All you do is just accept it and add.
Right, exactly. All you have to do is totally go with the flow. Like,
gosh, Kevin, you've been doing this for 9 months. You should have it down.
Yeah.
I think that's a good point.
The no but instinct is strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's way easier.
So much easier.
It's way easier to go, no, we're actually doing this.
Right.
No, I'm shuffling cards that look like tortillas.
Yeah. Well, and one thing that's been this is something that Ava comes back to a lot, and it's something that I've really enjoyed getting to learn is like, there's doing the constantly doing the yes-anding thing doesn't mean that you necessarily have to be like two peas in a pod or, be like BFFs or all the things. Like, it doesn't mean there can't be conflict in the scene, right? But I think something that's been really helpful for me is learning and being able to feel out like, okay, you can have conflict. You can disagree with people in the scene. You can go against people in the scene. You got to be careful. I think there's like a point where it just gets uninteresting or, being combative is like not inherently interesting, right? But like you can have you can have the disagreement, but you have to agree on the reality. And that was whenever I think a few months in, whenever she first said that in a class, I was like, oh, that makes all the sense in the world. Yeah. Because like, if you're, I don't know, a husband and wife who are, who just had a baby and one of you is like, oh my God, it's a monkey. Yeah. It's not a very interesting, you get very quickly into a shitty scene if one person, it's not a monkey. What are you talking about? It's not a monkey.
You're crazy.
Right.
Yeah. And then
but it also doesn't mean you have to be like, oh my God, you're so right. It is a monkey, blah, blah, blah. Like, you could be like, what were you doing? Like fucking a monkey. Why is this baby half monkey? Like, there can be the conflict, but you're not disagreeing with that. Like, they're saying, hey, our baby is a monkey. Yeah. So the thing you can't do is say, no, it's not a monkey.
Yeah.
You can say like, fuck you for having this monkey, but like, you can't say it's not a monkey.
What? I'm not a monkey. How did you have a monkey?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a really helpful.
I mean, I'm fascinated by this scene. I want to see it. Yeah.
Write the sketch.
Monkey baby.
Monkey baby. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. Wow. That's good.
Could have been a monkey.
Really good. I think I as well. I do like bananas.
Yeah. I don't think either of us are that far off chromosomally.
No, maybe like one.
Half.
Yeah.
on a good day.
Good day. Yeah, we'll see. My feet are very dexterous. No, that's not true.
I mean, I threw shit at someone on the way here, so
Oh, wow.
So it comes out in surprising moments.
You're good. You're already there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I pounded my chest.
There you go. Tarzan, baby.
Done.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we need to stop.
That's going to be the rest of the podcast.
Yeah. This next scene, we're just monkeys. That's great. It. That's all I give you, and it'll be 45 minutes.
Yep, that's the rest.
All right, switch. Kevin, I got maybe one or two more questions for you. Then we're going to do some improv. So I want you to think about. Come a long way in these 9 months. You went from improv is eccentric, and my cool but weird friend does this, to now you're fully in it. You've done sketch. You've done 9 months of improv classes. Looking ahead, and maybe you don't have an answer. That's okay. But thinking about still within improv, is there anything you want to do, or kind of in that realm? Are you interested in trying stand up, or kind of expanding, or taking your improv talents elsewhere? What does that look like for you? What's the future look like?
I definitely want to do some shows.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have particular ambitions.
That's okay.
With improv, yeah. I think I'm very excited to go to camp. Camp was like my biggest ambition in this from like February when I heard about it. Because I heard about it and someone was like, oh, but like there's a list or whatever or something. Yeah. And I was like, I'm getting on the fucking list. Yeah. Like I don't care who I have to fuck, who I have to kill. Like I'm getting on this list.
Yeah. And you did both those things.
I did.
And you're still not on the list.
I got it. Yes, I am.
I'm breaking the news. You're not on the list. I'm so sorry. It's
it
was the wrong list. You were on the list of people who can't go to camp because of your actions.
Okay, well, Matt Moore owes me a night of my life back then.
Oh, fair enough. Well, he's over there. It's down the street. No, you are going to camp. I'll see you there at camp.
Yeah, that was an ambition. So I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I think stand-up is interesting.
Yeah.
For a lot of my life, people have said like, "Oh, you should do stand-up," and I'm always kind of like, "Oh."
Yeah.
I think stand-up is. I could see doing stand-up for one because you can sort of prepare for, like similar to sketch, like you can sort of.
You have time to massage it a little bit, smooth it out. Yeah.
And like I'm like pretty caustic as a person, and I feel like that fits with stand-up.
Kind of the persona.
Like I'm, I'm just kind of a rageful person.
There you go.
But I think stand-up could be fun. I think probably like most people who consider stand-up, I don't really have. I'm like, what would I talk about?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What do I say? Like, what do I
Me?
go? Like me? What do I? I also don't know where the line. Like, I think one thing that scares me with stand-up is like I don't know where the line is of like, oh, I'm gonna say these funny things, but like. I feel like a lot of the funny shit that I have to say either takes other people down or reveals a lot about other people that like is not my place to reveal. So I'm like, okay, where do I find like how do I be like how do I be funny if I'm not like being a bad person? I guess is the
That's an interesting question.
Yeah, how do I do funny stand up if I'm not being shitty to other people? So that's a yeah, I'll have to figure
That's
out
the
how to
question
crack
of
that.
life right
That is
there.
the question of life.
Yeah.
How do I live my life and enjoy it without taking other people down?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. TBD on stand up. Could be fun. But yeah, would like to do shows. I think my main thing that I am kind of trying to focus on right now, but don't necessarily feel like I'm making progress, is getting more comfortable with clap-ins. Clap-ins still scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And like shows are so clap-in based that I'm like, it's like
portion
one
shows.
long clap-in, right? So
Pretty much.
I'm like, oh my God, that's frightening. So yeah.
That's a muscles one. It's just reps. And it's the toughest one.
Every rep feels like I'm getting knifed in the nuts. So it's,
well, that's I don't know how to top that amount of pain. So yeah, I mean, you just got to keep doing it. Yeah. I will tell you this, when I started here, in other places I'd done improv, never heard of clap-ins, not a thing.
Really?
It's a uniquely, at least in my perspective, in my experience, clap-ins, the way we do them here is unique to IFTP.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Even like the way.
I guess I just need to go do improv somewhere else then.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
bye.
That's up to you. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to try it. I mean, there's different ways to do it, right? Improv is such an open art form. But, other places they do different types of edits where they like run across the stage or, the sweep edits. That's what those are called, right? Or just different versions. But clap-ins here, it's like from the very first class, right? Okay, we got 5 minutes, so everybody's going to get up here and we're going to do clap-ins. And like, it felt like piranhas to me the first time, right? It's just everybody's jumping, and I was like, what the heck? But like,
because you got to be so assertive. You got to be like, and especially like,
you.
And like last night, I'm like there, and I'm like, okay, clap the fuck in, clap the fuck in, And but then you also see like, okay, well, there are two other people who are like, and it's like, oh well, I should let them have their.
They got that lean,
like, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I should let them do it. And I'm like, no, I need to fucking do it. So it's piranhas is a good way to put it. I feel you.
Yeah, I think you almost have to care less. Be like, hey, I have something, just go do it. Even if there's someone else leaning forward, if I get there, I get there. Jeff or whoever you're gonna call. I don't know why I said Jeff, but
totally.
Maybe I don't even know if we have someone named Jeff at IFTP. But shout out Jeff.
Well, and I feel like you have to not overthink it. Like a few weeks ago, Caroline kind of was offhandedly like, oh yeah, well, and like I just sort of like. I clapped and I got up there and it was like, something has to happen, right? And I was like, okay, maybe that's how you got to do it. Cause I'm there like, oh, well, we did this one scene earlier tonight and we could funnily tie this in there. And then this person's going to call back. And meanwhile, I'm writing the whole fucking scene in my head and like 5 clap-ins have happened and then the night's over.
Yeah,
so
the
I'm
moment
like,
passed.
Fuck. Yeah. Exactly.
There's no time.
Yeah. It seems like people who are really good with clap-ins, like really just like are listening very closely, when a specific thing just like hits them a certain way, they clap it and then they just they go.
Yeah.
Like, is what it seems like to me. I don't know.
I think tying it back to an exercise we talked about earlier, clap-ins are a really good opportunity to practice that offer up one thing.
Yeah.
Because you're not going in with too much of an agenda because you don't have time, especially in clap-ins. Like you just go in, maybe it's some object work you offer up or it's just one line, you give that over and you let it ride from there because the scene's probably not going to last that long anyway. Well, in shows it's different, but in class, it's all very rapid pace. So you can just
and it kind of, to your, it's a good point. I think something that is also hard for me to remember in improv is like, this is like a multi-person thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm here like in my head being like the architect and director of the scene. And it's like, no, that's not your fucking role.
No.
Get up there with the person, give them one thing, and then just like, they're there too. They're there to be your partner.
Yeah. And one thing is enough.
Right.
Yeah. That's less work for yourself if you only have to bring one thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to bring all this baggage with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just cleans it up, makes it easier.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do clap-ins. No.
Great. Let's
just
go.
Two people.
It's gonna be
it's gonna be
fierce
brutal.
battle.
It's just gonna sound like an applause.
True piranhas. Yeah.
No, but you ready to do some improv?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. We just got one game we're gonna play, and I know the format's a little different because we're sitting.
Yeah.
It's a podcast, but you just have fun with it. I still do a little object work even though we're sitting.
Okay.
I make it work like that. But this game, I just have a very simple premise for us. I do kind of weird, wacky stuff here. So in this game, we're just gonna do a scene. We're in this scene. We're going to discover that we're long lost twins.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to give us.
Okay.
And, I'll do lights up and I'll box out when I think we're done.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, let's do it.
All right, let's find out how we're long lost twins.
Okay.
Lights up. Here's your chili dog platter.
Thank you, sir. You're a pretty good looking guy.
I get that a lot.
You almost look. You look. The intensity of your beauty is just. It's familiar.
That's a very specific compliment. Thank you. I must admit, I did notice something striking about how you eat that chili dog. Your jaw just unlocks. Incredible. That's interesting.
Does your jaw unlock?
I'd like to show you something.
Oh my God. I've never seen anyone else who can take half a dog in one bite.
I've not either. That's why I get 3 of them because it's just
They just go by.
I need to take at least 6 bites.
Dude, where'd you learn to do that?
It was just instinct.
Yeah.
The first time I had a hot dog,
Yeah.
I just knew.
It was.
I wanted
it's
to
like
eat
it just pops right
I
open.
just said,
yeah.
oh, it's time to open up.
Yeah.
Open wide.
Yeah. Like a bear trap, just bang.
So you too.
Yeah. Never. No one ever had to teach me how to do that.
We both have this
Unlockable jaw.
wiener gene. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like it's in our blood. Oh my God. Yeah.
It's very easy, very efficient, very clean.
Yeah. Never in a calorie deficit.
I'm sorry, this is gonna sound crazy, but can I see your ID?
Yeah.
I'm not carding you or anything like that. No, this is off the record. I know I'm on the clock right now. Huh. Organ donor. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
I don't need it.
I want that shit to go to science, you know what I mean? I want them to
Learn something.
put me in a lab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Study this jaw.
Very cool. Yeah. Mayfield. I know that last name.
How do you know it?
That was my biological mother's last name.
It was my biological mother's name.
What? No.
You don't think. But if you...
Okay. I have an
Who
idea.
raised you?
Well, I was adopted.
My parents would always talk about your brother. And I'd be like, hey guys, I'm an only child. And they'd be like, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're an only child.
What? Oh, forgot to take your pills?
Time for my next dog.
Oh.
But
yeah.
this is important.
Understood. Let the other one breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we may be related.
It's possible.
Now, I don't want to scare you, but you have a birthmark under your left nipple. See?
Yeah.
Look at that.
The dragon-like one.
The dragon-like one. Yeah, I always thought I was like a little Charizard on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Okay.
I always thought it made me unique, but...
I feel less special, but more special somehow.
Yeah. Like no one else in the world has that bond.
Oh, my gosh.
We're nipple dragon brothers.
We're nipple dragon brothers. We're jaw boys. Jaw boys, nipple brothers.
We have so much in common.
I think maybe cousin?
When was your birthday? We'll say it at the same time on 3.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. March 31st, 1971.
Oh
my God!
Oh my! Cousins born on the same day?
Not impossible, if you think about it.
No, that's stupid. I'm sorry. Brother?
Twin?
Fraternal. No.
Identical?
Identical. We've got
Identical.
We've got at least 2 things in common. Our jaws are loose, and our nipples are pronounced. Well, at least one
Those
of
are
them.
defining characteristics of a human body.
Are you allergic to amoxicillin?
I almost died from it once.
Oh my gosh!
Was on the table. They were hitting me with the paddles, and they said, "Don't you ever have amoxicillin again?"
I'm glad.
They said it's only 1 in every 4 million people who have it.
2 in every 4
But
million.
it runs in twins.
Brother, give me a paw. Yeah.
Amoxicillin, bros.
Amoxicillin bros. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Hey. Yeah, I'm gonna take the rest of the day. I just met my twin
We got
brother.
bonding to do, man.
Twin brother.
Yeah.
Twin brother.
The dogs can wait. We got 37 years to catch up on.
37. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Was it cool growing up with like your parents?
Nah, they're kind of assholes.
So I didn't
You didn't miss a damn thing.
really.
Oh, yeah.
Every day I prayed to God that I could meet my real parents.
You can.
Well,
They're at the nursing home down the street.
oh, well,
Dad's got dementia. He's not going to know who the fuck you are.
oh, okay. Well, what about mom?
Mom really just likes to do her crosswords. I don't think she'll be that interested, but I mean,
They don't.
you can if you want.
Well-
There are probably better things to do.
Honestly, I've met you,
Yeah, I'm the best.
and you're awesome.
far better than that.
I mean, I'm gonna say it. I love you.
I love you too, bro.
You get it.
Yeah.
You
We get
understand
each
my
other.
love for dogs. You've got the same nipple birthmark.
Same deadly amoxicillin allergy.
Same deadly amoxicillin allergy.
No one else in my life understands what it's like to live with
Not
that.
at all. Every time I get a prescription antibiotic, I have to, proceed with caution.
I'm always the only fucking guy at the pharmacy who, when the pharmacist asks, "Do you have any questions about your medication?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
A ton.
And they're always like, "Really? Shit."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I'm sorry to inconvenience you, but I don't want to die."
It's literally their job. That's to answer questions.
Wouldn't know it from the way they react.
Not at all. They so rude.
So rude.
So rude. But I'm really glad you came into Wiener Schnitzel today, man.
Me too.
It's just,
Had this coupon in my car for 5+ years.
we still take them.
Man,
It's never a bad time for a Wiener Schnitzel coupon.
I wish I'd used it 5 years ago. We could have had another 5 years of our lives together.
Thinking about all the time we lost, but I'm thinking about all the time we've gained.
We got at least 40 years left.
At least.
At least.
If we keep eating these hot dogs, maybe 35.
Oh, yeah. But, quality over quantity.
Spent with you.
You, me, dogs. What more do we need?
I don't have any sort of partners in my life. Do you?
None. Not a one.
Perfect. No one to get in the way.
Yeah, no one. No guardrails. No brakes.
None. Just full on brotherhood.
Accelerator.
I think we should. Hey, let's. Could I get one of those foot-long dogs over here?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
What better way to cement our brotherhood than by sharing a 12-foot dog right now?
There's no better way.
Yeah, just 12 feet.
That's how we'll know.
12.
That's how our genes will merge together as they should be.
The ultimate challenge. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you.
But if anyone's job can do it,
Pass that down.
it's ours.
All right, just a few more feet. There it is. Okay, well, I guess we're just going in raw.
Let's raw dog it, baby.
To you, brother.
To you, brother.
Blackout! Wow. Do you like hot dogs?
I do.
Nice, me too.
I love a good corn dog.
Corn dogs are great.
Yeah.
Mini corn dog?
Love them.
Hot dog on a stick?
Is that not a corn dog?
That's one of the best. Oh, I'm talking
Was
about
there
that.
a place called Hot Dog
Yeah,
on
in
a
the
Stick?
mall.
That rings a vague bell, like next to like the Dairy Queen and the Sbarro.
Yeah. It's like a
I
mall
don't think
food
I
court.
ever went. Yeah.
Oh, it's real good.
Okay.
Really good.
I'll have to go hit up a mall.
Their best thing is like their cherry limeade, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So like a Sonic. Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah. Okay, well, that just killed the vibe. Just doesn't know hot dog on a stick.
Nope.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I like how you're like, isn't that just a corn dog? And
I
was like,
can't yes and you on that.
Nope, you just no-butted me.
Yeah. Just no
That
buddy
hurt.
too hard.
Well, I guess you need another 9 months, Kevin.
Yeah.
That's
At
how
least minimum.
there's a little feedback for you.
Thanks.
All right. So before we conclude tonight's episode, Kevin, any last words you want to leave us with on life, on improv, on hot dogs, on sketch, on anything, on gentrification?
Oh man, do I have thoughts on gentrification?
Sure.
I mean, if you're listening to this podcast and you don't do improv, do improv.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll improv your life.
Well said. Well said. Well, thank you so much to Kevin Crosson for coming on the show this evening, talking all things hot dogs, gentrification, and improv. As always, we'll be back next time with another episode. But until then, bye. Improv for the Podcast was created by Matt Moore and Michael Lee Evans. Edited and produced by Michael Lee Evans. And finally, presented by Improv for the People. Interested in more IFTP? You can visit us at improvforthepeople.com or on our socials, such as Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Remember, new episodes are released weekly. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.